Aaron Rodgers and Derek Carr, two of the best options at quarterback this offseason. Aaron Rodgers needs to make a decision, and Derek Carr is meeting with the Saints. Which team is left in the dust? Welcome to Jets Talk. My name's Ryan. I'll be your pilot. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. If you've been here before, welcome back. I love having you here. Boys and girls, we are talking a little quarterback action. Aaron Rodgers, Derek Carr, both have very different situations, but both are realistic options for the Jets to have at quarterback one this year. Let's jump into some of the conversation. First up, Derek Carr meeting with the New Orleans Saints.
Stop number one is the New Orleans Saints, a significant development in the Derek Carr sweepstakes. Sources tell me that the Las Vegas Raiders have given Carr permission to visit the New Orleans Saints. That is going to take place tomorrow. The Saints and old friend Dennis Allen invited Carr to visit, and that is expected to happen. It is considered to be due diligence. No trade as of right now is imminent, but of course, we've known that Derek Carr does have permission to speak with teams provided they're willing to give the compensation that the Raiders would likely take in the event of the trade. So what does this all mean? No trade is done, but the Saints are considered to be serious suitors. And of course, Dennis Allen has known Derek Carr forever. Remember, when Dennis Allen was a third-year coach, he started a then-rookie quarterback. That same quarterback is now visiting New Orleans tomorrow.
Derek Carr meeting with the Saints today, not ideal. Not ideal at all. I want the Jets in on this. Now, we don't know what the prospective rumored trade is for Carr. We've heard, maybe a third-round pick or something along those lines. You heard Ian Rappaport say Carr was drafted by Dennis Allen, the now Saints head coach, and Carr was started as a rookie in Oakland. I think when you heard Carr talk about, stability is important for me, Dennis Allen has been with the Saints for a bunch of years. You look at, people who maybe believe in him, that maybe didn't believe in him in Vegas. Dennis Allen, bringing him in for the interview, former head coach, I think there's a soft spot for Carr to go there. Now, they say no trade is imminent, which I think is definitely true for right now because there is a very possible likelihood that the Raiders are going to have to cut Derek Carr. So I think no trade for him necessarily happens before the 15th unless maybe the Saints get a better option or the Raiders have to cut Carr and then maybe there's a situation where the trade doesn't happen and he just walks to New Orleans. I've been saying for a while that I think Carr, it doesn't feel like the Jets have been connected to him at all. And if I were him and I'm looking at the entire NFL landscape, the NFC specifically the NFC South, because the AFC is loaded with quarterbacks, and the NFC South just had a division winner in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers that had a losing record, and their quarterback retired. No other team in that division has a quarterback as it stands right now. So Derek Carr could go to literally any one of these four and probably be the team favorite to win that division. So going to a coach in Dennis Allen seems like it makes a whole lot of sense. And, all of a sudden, you're left kind of saying oh man, what happens now? Derek Carr, if he winds up going now, does he go after the Super Bowl? What happens with this? He's probably going to be the first domino to fall. So now, if I feel like he's probably going to the Saints, which I think he is, now I'm going to turn my attention to Aaron Rodgers. But man, did we hear some interesting stuff from Aaron Rodgers yesterday and his thought process on the timeline that he's going to need to make a decision.
You normally don't really throw in this time of year. Have you thought about throwing this year?
Well, I'm still in the art of contemplation about my future, so I'm
Is that real? Are we really contemplating playing football again still? Is that like a heavy thought, yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
Wow, okay. I didn't know that. I just assumed because the way you've given answers, it's like foregone conclusion. But you have told us numerous times you haven't got through that portion of your decision-making yet. So that seems surprising to me right there. That's a real thing.
Yeah, it's a real thing, 100%. And that's why I think it's going to be important to get through this week and then, to take my, my isolation retreat and just to be able to contemplate all things my future and then make a decision that I feel like is best for me moving forward and in the highest interest of my happiness and then move forward.
What's isolation retreat? We're just going into a cave?
Are you not going to talk? You're not going to speak? One of those things?
Yeah, is it just you in there? And if you're just in there alone, do you know how many days you're in there? Are you taking an iPad, a book? Are we able to reach you?
What?
Is there good
It's 4 nights of complete darkness.
What? You going to Alaska?
Not Alaska, no. I've been to Alaska. That's a beautiful state. Man. That's a lot
Are
of
you
fun.
locked in?
Where is it?
You're not locked in. No, you can leave if you can't do it. You can just walk out the door. But it's a darkness retreat. Wow. And I've had a number of friends who've done it and had some profound experiences, and it's something that's been on my radar for a few years now, and I felt like it'd be awesome to do regardless of where I was leaning after this season. So it's been on the calendar for months and months and months, and it's coming up in a couple weeks.
So you walk into a room for 4 days, or is it a cave?
It's a room. It's a little house, yeah.
And they just kind of black out the window, brrr, everything's dropped down, and then there's somebody like in there administering like sounds and what we're going through, options of
there's a two-way
mirror.
No, like a little slot that they'll drop in some food for you, but it's isolation and darkness. No, no music, no nothing.
Are they recording you and your actions?
How many people are in there?
Just myself. Isolation.
Oh. Holy shit!
Yeah, it'd be weird if you had some random stranger in a corner you couldn't see.
I thought it was a group. I thought it was like a group.
Or trying to battle for the toilet in the darkness with somebody.
So they're the one. So
is there a bathroom, or you wearing a diaper?
I think you can wear adult diapers if you want, but there's actually a bathroom. Yeah.
What is this guy doing? Aaron Rodgers, this guy is one weird duck. Going on a darkness retreat. Is there a bathroom? We've already seen the defenders wear those weird diapers on their head in preseason. Now we're going to have a quarterback possibly wearing a diaper. Oh, have you tried to wipe your butt in the dark? Have you ever had one of those situations when you're in a motion censored light bathroom and no one else comes into the bathroom and then the light goes off? That's not fun. That's stressful. You're trying to find your friggin' phone. Oh, you going to do a mythical wipe? Don't think so. Got to check that again. Darkness retreat. Sitting in the dark. Jet fans have been in the dark for 50 years. It doesn't help. It gets us jaded and screwy and everything. But let's talk about this, right? He said this is going to be on the docket. He's going in a few weeks. It's going to be a 4-day retreat. Now you got to wait and see how he's feeling after some, I don't know. This tells me like, oh, hey, I'm going to do some ayahuasca, some drugs, sit in a dark room, figure it out in 4 days. That's what it feels like. I hope it clears his head, and I hope he makes a decision, and I hope, for the love of God, that Joe Douglas and Robert Saleh have something working on behind the scenes, because if you got to wait weeks for Aaron Rodgers and now you let the whole Derek Carr thing just blow right past you, oh, man, it has a world of hurt written all over it. I really don't want to deal with this. Like, the drama that Aaron Rodgers has right now, and it's not necessarily his fault. I mean, he's definitely stoking the flames with like the comments that he's making, but it's all like the media and the fans getting all hyped up and jazzed up. And I feel like I'm getting my heart rate raised because I'm hoping that Aaron Rodgers winds up in New York. But I don't want to wait for him. I'd rather go for Carr while you're waiting for Rodgers. But then, I don't know. It's a whole sticky mess of a situation. And my concern is that the Jets are going to be left in the dust. Like, who is the best option? Jimmy Garoppolo, a lot of people I think feel like that's the safe backup alternative route. But if you're Jimmy Garoppolo and the whole Shanahan system kind of gave up on you 2.5 years ago and they were looking to move on with Trey Lance, do you really want to go back to another Shanahan guy in Robert Saleh? Or do you want to go back to a Patriot guy, maybe either in McDaniels or maybe Vrabel in Tennessee? I think that's a real option. I'm really, really nervous that the Jets are going to wind up with Ryan Tannehill, and like, I just am going to be so let down from where I thought we could possibly be going to like end up with maybe Tannehill or something like that. I don't know. I don't know where this whole quarterback thing shakes out. I'm holding my breath. I'm crossing my fingers. I'm sleeping with my spoon under my pillow or whatever you got to do to make snow happen. I don't know. Guys, let me know your thoughts on this situation. Do you think Aaron Rodgers could be coming to the Jets? Do you think he's going somewhere else? Derek Carr meeting with the Saints. You think he signs there? Who knows? Maybe by the time I post this video, he's already signed and the video's obsolete. I don't know. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And as always, go Jets.